City of Williston. Appreciate everything you did. All the parties involved in this. Pretty big deal. All right, we're under the attorney, and she has a dangerous building hearing.
Good evening, Commissioners. Taylor Olson, City Attorney's Office. This property is located at 11194 4th Street West. This is a property that was to come before us in March of 2020, and then we continued the hearing because we were not having in-person hearings. I don't believe Ms. Richards is here. I haven't seen her yet tonight. As a little bit of background, we have had a lot of open co-compliance cases on this property, even ever since I started working as city attorney. The typical case goes through Williston Municipal Court. We are now bringing it through the City Commission under a little bit of a different heading. And Mark could answer probably any questions that you have. This property does not have city water or sewer properly hooked up to it and has not for some time. This was discovered when the City of Williston went to clean the property on a junk ordinance violation last fall. It doesn't appear that the city water or sewer have been hooked up for quite some time. There is proper electric to the property. The co-compliance folks went by today and looked at that to verify that before the hearing for me. The homeowner is still living in the home without the city sewer and water, which creates a big issue for the City of Williston. Other than that, the home is very dilapidated, unsafe, unsanitary. The homeowner has a lot of junk and rubbish in the backyard, which has caused the complaints in previous years. Once the city goes in and cleans it up, it just fills back up again. Even the co-compliance individual stated that today, even when going back, she said it's back in an unsanitary situation. I myself have spoken to the family members of the homeowner and let them know that that she can't live in there. It is a health and safety issue, that the structure is unfit for human occupancy and is very, very unsanitary. Without going into too many details, the lack of city sewer and water is causing the homeowner to utilize the backyard for those purposes, and that is what is leading to a lot of the problems in the backyard. So under our current ordinance, there are a couple of things that we can do. We haven't been able to get inside of the house. The homeowner doesn't let us in the house, and so after this hearing, I would get an administrative search warrant for the property. But so what I'm asking for tonight is that the City Commission makes, number one, a determination that it's a dangerous building under 5-267, and then number two, that the City Commission orders the home vacated, and then after that, I will move forward on an administrative search warrant and an additional junk ordinance violation, work with the family to figure out where we're going to go from here. Our co-compliance individual did speak with the homeowner today. She indicated that her family hasn't been back here, which is what they had told me that they were planning on doing back in March when we discussed. So I think at this point, I would just ask that it be declared a dangerous property, public nuisance, and for the time being that it be vacated and at the very least repaired. Once I get the search warrant, I can determine whether or not it meets the burden of proof for demolition.
Any questions?
Question?
Go ahead.
If she does have to vacate, where does that individual go? I mean, I'm assuming that's been a conversation with the family.
Yeah, I have had that conversation with the family. I think that they're aware that this is an issue and that something needs to be done. I do plan on calling the family tomorrow after our hearing is complete.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd make a motion to determine that this building is a dangerous building within the definition of 5-267 267 as presented.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion with support. What did we, Mark, what did we have into it the last time when we went and cleaned this property up? Did you have to hire a contractor to go in there to clean the rubber shop and stuff?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, members of the board, Mark Schneider, Development Services Director. I really can't recall off the top of my head. I know it was into the multiple thousands of dollars that we had into this to clean out the backyard. And that was just last fall, and it's already back to that state. And we were able to get into the house last fall, so we do have pictures and records, and there's no furnace, there's no hot water heater. So there's just electric heat, for example. So it's really an unsafe situation for that individual as well.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion with support, roll call.
Pizik,
Aye.
Cymbaluk,
Aye.
Brosterman,
Aye.
Bekadal,
Aye.
Klug.
Aye, motion carries.
Your Honor, I would make a motion in order the property be repaired or demolished, allow the party 30 days to do it themselves. And within that order, after the 30 days, if it's not fulfilled, that the city will complete the order and have it assessed against the property taxes. I'm assuming that's ordinance 5-279 as presented. Pardon me? I'm sorry, vacated. I would add that into my motion that the individual be vacated from said premises as well. Second.
Motion with support,
Follow up, can I, Mayor?
discussion.
Yep. You'll follow up with the family, because obviously vacating a property is a pretty big deal. and
Yep.
I don't wanna put somebody out obviously out on the street.
Yep.
But I think this has been an ongoing concern for quite some time with the family. Thanks, Mayor and Mark.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Pizik,
Aye.
Cymbaluk,
Aye.
Brosterman,
Aye.
Bekadal,
Aye.
Klug.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, we are down to economic development as one item for us.
Your Honor, Commissioner shall make a